are live in Heinz Field. It's 4:50 p.m. and I feel like it's 9:50 because that was one hell of a game. Unfortunately, a 42-39 loss for the Nittany Lions, but hell, I didn't think they were in the game at any point in the first half, and then they were.
At one point, it looked like it was going to be about 49-17. But a fantastic finish, Dave. I don't know about you, but that was maybe the most entertaining Penn State game I've seen, period. It's in the conversation.
Yeah.
A great, coming back from 28-7 like that, and they had a chance to win the game at the end, and I never thought that was possible.
It really sucks that Trace McSorley just played his butt off the entire game and then threw pretty much a bad ball on Penn State's last play up into the end zone, up for grabs, and no one tried to grab it really for Penn State. One guy was out of position, the other guy just kind of didn't do much.
Yeah. There was a wrong route on the play. What irritated me more than, I know it was a 2nd and 9 play for the 31. The Penn State receivers have to go fight for that ball.
And that's what James Franklin said.
The game is on the line. You don't get
Don't worry about offensive interference. Just go after the ball, break it up.
The guy's helmet
You've got
off.
a 48-yard field goal attempt.
You have to make a play on the ball, or at least try to. That bothered me a lot. We got to talk about the Penn State defense. They were without some guys. Jason Kabinda didn't play. Obviously, that didn't help Penn State's defense. The motion and the misdirection that Pitt used, along with just James Conner and power football, caused them problems, especially in the first 3 quarters.
Really flummoxed them. Pitt got to the edge very easily, and there was basically no one there. It looked like they were expecting Conner, kept expecting Conner, and they only got Conner when they weren't expecting.
6 red zone possessions, 6 touchdowns for Pitt. The defense, I think this is going to be the story of the season. Against teams that are decent, Dave, it's going to be a shootout. We talked about it all off season. This offense is built now with Trey staying healthy and Saquon staying healthy to kind of survive a punch in the face and come back.
I believe
they never did that before. I think that, but they're going to have to win shootouts.
We will never have seen a season quite like this. We've seen a lot of seasons where Penn State and the opponent didn't score many points at all compared to the rest of the nation. This could very easily be the opposite, because I think the record for them for points for both sides is 68 points a game, which was a 94, which was almost all the offense. This might be average about that, except it'll be 34-34, I think, this season.
And just real quick, your thoughts, and this was my first Penn State Pitt game. I thought it was great. The atmosphere was phenomenal in Pittsburgh.
This blows away any of the last few. That's
for anyone on the Penn State side to kind of treat this as another game, it's just not. The fan base knows better. I think we know better. It means a lot. I know it meant a lot to Pitt. Penn State was really spirited. I have a feeling when this 4-year contract is up, that's going to be the end of this series, and that's too bad.
It is too bad. And one last thing. Deshaun Hamilton, who dropped a pass at the very last series, 4 or 5 plays before the end of the game, sat in the interview room for a good 10 or 15 minutes and answered every question. And it's basically different people traipsing up and asking the same question, and he answered it over and over and over, and that's what a young man looks like. That's what it looks like. Anyway, from Heinz Field, heck of a game.
One for the ages, man.
42-39. Penn State looked like they were going to pull it out at the end, but not quite. Until next week after Temple, adios.